The food and drink industry has lots and lots of opportunities out there. There's so many different roles available that you don't automatically know about when you first start out.
I've seen how much I've grown since I started working at our Spinks, and now I believe I can get into a better career, a higher management job within the business.
It's always moving forward. There's always new technologies and new process to bring in. It's not a job you get bored at easily because there's so much to do.
I was very surprised at the cross-functional kind of scope of the food industry, because you go from media, which is almost at one end, to the people that are doing technical jobs at the other end.
There's also the support side of things like finance and IT and recruitment and HR, so there's an awful lot to it.
It's very variable, there's lots happening, it's very fast moving, responding to customer requests on a daily basis.
I think schools could do a lot more to promote the food industry and the opportunities within it.
Back in primary school there wasn't much connection to the food industry, which was very unfortunate, and I think that was a great shame, because it means that a lot of people at a younger age will maybe say they want to be a nurse or a doctor, but they don't want to be a food scientist.
I worked hard in things like geography and IT, maths and English, and I think they're all equally important in the food industry.
I was fortunate enough to get a short visit to a distillery, which in a way, and being from Islay, it helps pique my interest in the food process itself.
Our home economics teachers were actually really supportive of us, because we were always in the department. They could see that that's what we were interested in.
The home economics teacher was there through it each day, each week. She just kept inspiring me on how to do things, how to make yourself better in home economics. And I ended up coming out my advanced higher with an A.
If I'm being honest, I didn't do cookery or anything like that when I was in secondary, so I had no idea that there was the possibility of ever working in the food industry.
More people would be interested in joining the food and drink company if it was spoken about on a more wide basis at school, you know, not just in home economics or hospitality, but in the sciences, and seeing all the different areas of the food and drink industry. It isn't just the cooking part, you know, you've got all the different marketing sides, the development, the science behind everything, the quality control. So really open up the food industry to everyone, and I think a lot more people would want to get involved.
I think it's very important for companies to open up the doors to young people and give them some work experience. I thought I wanted to work in the food industry, but I didn't know for sure until I got my placement at Math Theology. That confirmed what I really wanted to do in life.
I think that placements give you the hands-on experience which you need when you go into the working environments.
Placement has given me more information and more experience than my 3 previous years at college, so it is a very important part of the college course.
The internship I undertook when I was at Abertay was media-based, and I went down to London for 10 weeks and worked at 3 different magazines.
It gives us a kind of idea of what to expect in the future in the industry, and it also gives us an amazing hands-on experience.
Getting companies to volunteer and put their names down saying, "I'll bring a few, say 3 or 4 pupils in to do work experience so they can see the different kind of jobs and opportunities."
I just went into all the different roles in IT, marketing, and finance, and in the bakery. And then whilst I was in the bakery, I got told there was an apprenticeship going. So I went in for it and I got the apprenticeship.
Everybody needs work experience of some sort to get a job, because you can't get experience because you can't get a job, but you can't get a job because you can't get experience.
A lot of companies don't even want to hire people unless they actually have some experience, so even a month work experience is fantastic.
Completed the 6-week placement and got lots of experience. Went back to university and completed my 4th year.
I started as a quality controller in the wet side when I first started in Spinks in September 2008, and since then I've progressed to a quality assurance assistant.
There was a graduate opportunity, so that's how I got back into McPhee after having done my 6-week placement.
In December 2009 I was promoted to quality assurance technologist.
In your first 6 months of your apprenticeship, you go to East Kilbride Training Centre, where you do an SVQ level 2 in basic engineering operations.
What I thought I wanted to do was to be a chef, so I trained as a chef at Angus College, but then realised that my future lay in a more business-based atmosphere. And that's why I came to Abertay University to do a degree in food product design.
Over the rest of the period, 3.5 years, you'd work towards an SVQ level 3 in maintenance engineering.
A year and a half in working as a quality assurance assistant at Matthew Algae, there was a job opening for an assistant brand manager in the marketing department, and I saw that as an opportunity for me to progress with my career.
And I'm also going to college and doing a HNC in mechanical engineering. You do that in your first 2 years, then your second 2 years you do a HNC in electrical engineering, so it's a multi-skilled apprenticeship. And when I was younger I always wanted to be a mechanic or an electrician, so that benefited me.
The food and drink industry is one of the few industries that are almost recession-proof, as in everybody needs food, everybody needs drink, so it'll keep moving on. There'll always be jobs in food.
I love it. I get paid well, the working conditions in the work are brilliant.
There's lots of opportunities out there that I want to take advantage of and grasp.
It's a brilliant job and a brilliant career to work in.
As long as I'm involved with food and drink somewhere, I would be very happy.
My future career does lie within the food industry, and I don't think from now on I will ever kind of deviate away from the food industry in general.
I don't have any regrets about going to the food industry. I didn't think at this age in time I would have done the amount of stuff that I've done and been given all these opportunities.
I'm definitely having fun at McPhee's, seeing lots of new things and finding out different things that I didn't already know, and learning and getting lots of different experiences and opportunities.